This video is sponsored by Win-Win Technology, your ultimate flight sim hardware solution, featuring the Orion hull test, current and future configurations.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. For today's valued viewer request, we have from Cruz Thomas. Very good. Video request: what is the maximum range of a JSOW 40,000 feet Mach 2 question mark? Also, what is the maximum damage these JSOWs can deal? Well, there are two types of the JSOW, the A and the C variant that we have in DCS. The A fires, according to Wikipedia, armor-piercing, non-guided submunitions, so a cluster bomb type effect. And the C has a solid, single, penetrating warhead of 500 pounds. So that's going to be roughly the equivalent of the Mark 83. So in that case, we've got to test the A model, which is the cluster bomb type model. We can carry this weapon in the Hornet and in the F-16. The F-16 is faster, and therefore, because this weapon is not powered, it means we're going to get almost certainly the best range from the F-16. We can get higher, we can get faster, giving the weapon the maximum kinetic and potential energy. So we have an F-16 here about 80 miles away from a target. He is flying the maximum that we are allowed to set it in terms of altitude and speed, 50,000 feet, and a speed of Mach 1.98, although it's actually going to be slower when we launch. As soon as we get in, it's going to realize these values are actually too fast and too high, and it's going to start slowing down. At the target, because we want to test the damage, we've got around the waypoint where the JSOW is programmed to hit, and it should be pretty accurate within a few feet. A series of 4 targets that should be within the damage regime of this weapon. First, essentially unarmored Jeep or Humvee. Next, light armor APC. Next, medium armor APC. And next, IFV. Anything higher, main battle tank, I don't think it's really worth trying. In terms of predictions, what's it going to actually damage? I don't know. Let's just wait until we see what the results are. We've run this already, and what we can find is that for the weapon to actually work, we have to fire this within our max. In fact, why don't we jump in and I'll show you what I mean. Air to ground. Weapon on. Steer point 1. So, we are about, that's 80 miles. That's our max, the maximum range of the weapon, our min, the minimum range of the weapon, and that's 0 there. So we're about 70, just above 70 nautical miles away from the target, which is there. For this weapon to actually track and hit the target, we have to wait until we are within our max there. Now we can actually get this missile to travel further. We can override it by using a Viz mode there and aim it ahead of the target, and we can make it go a few more miles further, but it won't track. It's just to do with the programming of the missile in DCS. So first of all, let's show pre-planned, and let's get within our max. Press and hold, weapon release. Fire. I'm just going to stop there to freeze frame. We were at 48,000 feet, Mach 1.93. We were getting lower and slower because we are simply faster than we can possibly go normally. And we're at 67 miles. 67 miles is the maximum we can make this missile go and to have it guide. Okay, I'm going to unpause. I might as well freeze myself there. Missile is supersonic at 1100 knots, and it's disappeared, which is a bit weird. There it is. Still supersonic, as you can see. And we're going to fast that forward to see what the damage. Now, like I said, we can manually override it and fire before our max in Viz mode, and we've got a maximum range of what, Simba? Maximum kinematic range?
About 72 miles.
72 nautical miles. And by the way, this is ISA environment conditions with no wind. If you added a 200 knot tailwind, you could make it go about 20 miles further. But without any wind, 72 miles kinematically, but it will not guide. It just doesn't even bother. Which is just the way it goes. So firing R max if you want it to guide. Right, so that's that. Now in terms of damage, stand by. Okay, bomblets out. There they come. One bomblet. 4% damage to an MTOB. Another bomblet. Hit there. Another bomblet. Hit there. Another bomblet right in the middle, another bomblet right in the middle. So there's obviously a spread of where the bomblets go, and the bomblets fall randomly within that spread. Another bomblet in there. And there's going to be, I think, 148 of them. There's a lot. I'm going to speed that up now. And they're done. In terms of damage, pause. What have we got here? Okay, so the BMPs, which have got the highest top armor on them, 2 are fine and 2 are essentially destroyed but not completely destroyed. BTRs, the next most hardy armor, 2 completely destroyed, 2 fine. The MTLBs, the light armor APC, 1 is fine, 1 is half dead and 2 are completely dead. And the Hummers, with basically unarmored, 2 are fine and 2 have died. There's no massive logic there apart from the BMPs have soaked up a bit more damage, and that is almost certainly because the damage that these do are randomized, because it all depends where those bomblets are dropping. Each bomblet is like a very small bomb of, I don't know, 1 or 2 kilos of explosive or something like that. So it all depends how close each of the bomblets lands to each vehicle. Obviously infantry are destroyed by this bomb, but we're looking at light armor here. So it's all about the luck of where those bomblets land in relation to your armor. And it looks like armor does play a little bit of difference because the BMPs have obviously soaked up a bit more damage than the APCs or the Hummers. So really, it's just luck of the gods where your bomblets are going to drop by the looks of it. The guys are saying drop a pair of them. Yeah, I mean, you'd literally see twice as much damage. So if 4 vehicles have been destroyed, if you got the same average spread, it would just be twice as many vehicles that were destroyed. So that gives us a rough idea of how much damage each of these bombs can do. So yeah, if you want to destroy a clump of vehicles between the range of unarmored to IFV, then put 2 bombs on top of it, and it's going to pretty much destroy everything at that point. So that's the range. That's an average example of the damage that we can do. Anything you want to add, Simba?
Nope, that's all.
Hope you enjoyed that, and see you later.